with this particular industry, because it's here, because we are so connected to it, this is what my students are going to go out in the world and they're going to be voting on, they're going to have to make decisions on, they're going to be impacted by this industry because it's here. First heard about the tour through other teachers, word of mouth. So when I first gotten assigned AP Environmental Science, teachers were telling me, oh, you need to sign up for this. When you get the opportunity, you need to sign up for the tour. And then my principal had emailed out the application process, and so that's what I did. My name is Angie Kindler, and I teach at Fernandina Beach High School. And I get to teach AP Environmental Science, AP Physics, and I have a standard environmental science class this year as well. With the AP Environmental Science class, we teach land use and water use. And specifically, we have topics dealing with clear cutting and sustainable forestry. And I want to make sure that when I'm speaking and they know what I'm talking about, that I don't make a mistake when I'm saying something. So I want to become more familiar with the industry here, specifically in Northeast Florida, so I can bring that back to my students. I try to bring in the sustainable side of it. Why is it that we don't run out? How is it a renewable resource? So you hear about wildfires. What are some of the things that happen within the industry to prevent wildfires? I was really excited to kind of see how forestry is within our community. There were so many other things that I was able to capture, and I wrote down furious notes today. I did get some contacts to be able to hopefully bring some people back to the classroom and talk to my students in the classroom. I got to see some things I'm not going to be able to go and see otherwise. I'm not going to be able to go onto the land and see what that forest looks like. I drive by it all the time, but I'm not ever going to be able to have that opportunity. I do have a couple of classes that I'm supposed to have where it's a standard environmental class. Some of the project learning tree activities I have already kind of flagged in the book as something that I can adapt and bring back to the classroom. I think for my higher students with my AP Environmental, I'll be able to bring back the knowledge of how Rainier works within our community, how they're sustainable and how they're completely self-sufficient, how they reuse everything. You feel like you're treated as somebody of importance in this particular tour, as opposed to, okay, let's do another teacher PD, and those teacher PDs, they treat you well for the most part, but this one, it goes above and beyond.